Hey guys, it's Cody. Welcome back to my channel. I need to figure out something better to say because I feel like I say that to everyone. So yesterday was National Coming Out Day, and I realized that I've never really told my story. Some of my friends know my story, and it's quite short. Um, Maybe I'll provide some insight on how it affected me and what the experience was like, but the story itself is pretty short. Um, so when I was a little girl, um, um, when I was younger, I was 14. When I came out, and I will actually say that I was outed. So um, I remember that I was gay since I was very, very young. I remember coming home from school and asking my mother what it was. So I had other people telling me I was gay before I even know what gay was. I always felt a little resentful about that because I felt like I never had the chance to be who I was. I was always told who I was. And I had to suppress my opportunity to experience girls. And even though I know where my interest primarily is, it's like I still feel a little bit like I feel a little bit like gypped because I didn't get to like really experiment as much as I wanted to, and who knows where that would have led me if I had. So, so I basically I always knew that I liked guys. It feels so weird to say it out loud. Like, why am I like ashamed? I'm like 25 years old. Um, I always knew that that was something that interested me, and I knew that also it was wrong because mostly because of how much everyone like language was the language people use the language people use depicted like it as like a really bad thing to be gay, and people who were bullied using these like derogatory terms, and it really only made me suppress who I was, and I was already being bullied for being the way that I presented, and so cut to middle school. That was probably the hardest time for me ever growing up because I was being bullied the most, and I was the least comfortable with who I was. I felt like I was ugly, and I remember one time when I was in middle school, I cut off all my hair with my own scissors, and my mom made me go to school for a week like that. And she said it was because she didn't have money for a haircut, which could have been true, but I think it was to teach me a lesson never to do that shit again, and it sure worked. But I just remember no one actually picked on me that week. No one ever said anything about it. They asked me what was wrong with my hair, and then I was just like, I can't remember what I said. Anyway, so this is not my coming out story. Cut to I'm 14. It was before I had my first boyfriend. A lot happened that year. I got my first boyfriend at 14. I came out at 14. I don't even think that he was in the picture when I came out. And basically what happened is this girl who is now, she was a lesbian at the time. I'm pretty sure that she was bisexual at the time. I'm pretty sure that she's a lesbian. I had already, I think I kind of started to do the bi thing for like a minute with people. But then like, it just wasn't, people were telling me, they're like, we know, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna like get off with like, I can't even say that I'm gay, like I can't say that I'm lesbian. God, I just woke up, so give me a break. I guess I can't say that I'm, bi. So I was going back and forth with this girl, the now lesbian girl. I want to say her name. We're gonna say her name is Liza. Maybe if she's watching this, which I doubt she is, but maybe one day she will. She'll know who it is when I say Liza. She was saying, we were talking about our sexuality, and she said, she asked me, or I don't remember what she asked me or what the note really said, but but I do remember the part that said, in like a bold sentence, just verbatim, I am gay, and blah 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 blah, like whatever else it said, supporting sentences. I can't remember, but it was like, I'm gay. Now, I don't know what happened from the time that note was sent, passed back and forth in class, to the time that it was washed in my jeans, and my mom found it in the dryer, and I come home from school and shit hit the fan. So, my mom always knew that I was gay. I don't understand why it was like such a shock for her and why she like freaked out the way that she did. It's funny because my dad was like real bad off hating people and that were gay, especially since my aunt divorced his brother, my uncle, and was like got married to this girl that she was like that was like her boss, and they had like a secret relationship for like forever. And I remember this so clearly, and like the things he said to just abolish my aunt was quite sad. And I'm happy that we still have a relationship to this day, my aunt and my dad and I, and they don't, but we do. But like my dad surprisingly came around quicker. He cried like one time and he was like, I always knew. And then he like hugged me and he like always treated me the same. And like, he's dealt so much better with it than my mom did. My mom made my life miserable for at least until I was 17, for like 2 years for sure. I know at least until when I was 16, she was like still riding me hard about it. She wouldn't let me leave the house wearing pink. I was dating this guy named Chris who lived about 40 minutes away, and like we had to like lie all the time to get to see each other. Like I was in drama and I was always doing like a play or something after school, and I was actually going to the beach and seeing my boyfriend Chris, and like we were sneaking around and doing this all the time. I remember one time, thank God we weren't having sex, my mom's boyfriend walked into my bedroom for some reason in the middle of the night, and there Chris was just sitting on the computer, MySpacing. And so funny. Anyway, so that's my coming out story. I've got lots of stories. But I do like that story just because it's like, it's unusual, and I never got to choose when I came out. I was outed. I didn't really come out to my friends. I mean, that was really, really just like a case-by-case situation. People who wanted to know asked, and I either told them, or I don't know how I handled each one differently. Everyone in school knew. I got bullied a bit, but I have to say for the most part, growing up in Pensacola, it was actually pretty good that I wasn't really bullied. People were mostly supportive. I wasn't the only gay kid. And then what was the other thing I was going to say? Doesn't matter. Oh well, that's enough. Hope you have a great day, and share your coming out stories. I think they're empowering, and I think it's great. So be good. Good luck everyone out there.